Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule sets of the VGC 2019 season. I hope you're all well, having a great day. Thank you for joining us so much, and we're going to continue on today playing WillR's team. Huge shout out to him for providing us with the team to end off this Sun Series segment of the season for us. As I mentioned at the start of the week, this week will be the last run of the School of Hard Knocks until after Christmas, so we'll be starting up in the Moon Series in the new year, and it's just because I've got a lot of projects going on in the background that I want to concentrate on, and I also want to concentrate on all of the guide series stuff that we'll be doing for the Moon Series as well, so we have as much really good content for you guys. I can't speak, as you are aware if you watched the episodes from earlier in this week, which I'll post up here. I've been really sick for like the last week, and I'm still not feeling 100% now. As you can probably tell, I don't look the best that I've always looked, but it's all to do with making good content in the new year and coming back with a bang. So basically that is the reason, and also to spend some time with family and friends like you all should be doing over the Christmas time as well. So without further ado, let's get into this episode, guys. As always, if you enjoy the content, do drop a like, hit that like button, smash that like button, do whatever you want with the like button, and do subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all of the daily content that we have coming out on the channel. One of the other things that we'll be covering in the little hiatus that we're going to have from the School of Hard Knocks is the Flinch Squad circuit, which is the Sun Series, so we'll be doing the review episodes each and every week going forward, covering who's won, highlighting matches from that, highlighting the players from that, and if you'd like to get involved in the Moon Series, which will be starting on the 7th of January when the Moon Series kicks off, all you need to do is hop over to the Patreon page and register over there, and sign-ups will be beginning within the next couple of weeks. So that is going to be bigger and better than the Sun Series. Learned a lot from the Sun Series, so making this all very fun as we go along. And one of the goals that I mentioned earlier in the week was that you play the Sun Series, the Moon Series, and then the Ultra Series, and you hopefully acquire enough Flinch Squad points throughout of those circuits, and you win other things along the way to get an invite to the Flinch Squad Invitational, which will be a live stream tournament event with guest commentators and stuff like that at the end of the season, with some huge prizes. So if you want to get involved with that, do come across, and it's obviously got all of the extra Patreon perks as well alongside with it. But we've got our first opponent of the day, Shin from Japan, playing a team of Reshiram, Kartana, Zapdos, Incineroar, Lele, and Groudon. So we got a Sun core here with the Reshiram, the Groudon, which is fine because we got our rain mode. We do need to be careful of the Zapdos and the Kartana, which put a lot of pressure onto our Kyogre in particularly, but I think Palkia can do some good work in this match, especially with that flamethrower that it's got access to for things like Kartana. It'll resist the fire type attacks from Reshiram, and it doesn't take too much damage, especially if we couldn't utilize Intimidate from Incineroar on the Groudon. Okay, we definitely need Kyogre in this match. We don't want to run out of time in this team preview. Okay, so let us go Incineroar. What's going to be a good switch in? Let's go Palkia, Amoonguss, and Kyogre. Yeah, Lele might be a bit of an issue to deal with, but we can rely on Kyogre as long as we can get the Trick Room up, and having Amoonguss next to Palkia on the field will help us be able to do that. That's got to be our primary objective, get Palkia and Kyogre out in the rain, and then we can start just sweeping through. So whether my opponent will allow us to do that or not, it's going to be another thing. It's going to be tricky, but we'll be able to at least give it a try. So we're going to see ourselves lead off with Palkia, Incineroar, get that all important Intimidate onto the Groudon. We're going to see the Tapu Lele and Groudon come out for our opponent. The Psychic terrain is procced by that Tapu Lele Psychic Surge ability, lasting for 5 turns, making the Fake Out on our end of the field null and void because we can't use priority attacks under this terrain, so we won't fall for that trap. But I think turn 1 what we will do is just switch in Amoonguss. I'd say the Groudon probably switches out. The awkward thing here is the Palkia doesn't have Protect, which I've just noticed now. which makes things a little bit more awkward because I don't think we take a Moonblast. And we could U-turn and then switch into Amoonguss. And hopefully we don't lose Incineroar here. I'm hoping the Groudon switches out, but I don't think it's gonna, is it? I'd imagine the Groudon's probably slower than Palkia. Yeah, there's a Moonblast. Going for the Palkia, stop that Trick Room. And if Incineroar can survive this, which I'm hoping it can, oof, EV'd to survive, we'll be able to get Palkia in now, Rage Powder and then Trick Room, and then we should, like I say, get that ball position that we want to try and get. Do some decent damage to the Lele. We preserve Incineroar. And now it's all about just like, we're going to take Precipice Blades damage from the Groudon, but if the Amoonguss goes down here like we kind of expect it to, then I'd imagine the Lele probably switches out, if I'm completely honest. But we can't risk taking Moonblast with Palkia, so we've got a Rage Powder. Or I feel like we have to. Okay, Groudon switching out. Which is good. Which is fine. Procking a Psychic Seed. Interesting. Rage Powder. There's a Moonblast. This might even proc a Berry. If this procs that Berry, then we're in good standing going into the next turn. Yeah. So it does get the special attack drop, but I mean we can start putting stuff like put the Lele to sleep this next turn. We can or I mean we could Rage Powder again and just Spatial Rend the Reshiram. I'm not too worried about the Lele at this point. Just I don't want to switch in Kyogre too prematurely, because the one problem doing that is going to be the Groudon switching in. Let me think about this. So if we put the Reshiram to sleep, we'll get Moonblasted. Yeah, I think the Reshiram probably goes for a fire type attack here, but I think this, yeah, we'll still be able to get Incineroar in and then pivot out and then get Kyogre in. I don't think this takes it, well, it might do, I don't know. This is pretty strong. Okay, no, not quite, but we'll get it the next turn. Fusion Flare. No! It's slower than the Lele, which, yeah, of course it is, because the Lele is scarfed, and now we lose everything because it's scarfed Lele. And we probably go down to this. Oh, we actually take it. Okay, that's really good. That's super good. Because we get the Reshiram this next turn. But we could double the Lele slot, to be honest. I'm gonna double the Lele slot, because I feel like Reshiram feels so threatened here. It's the only thing that can protect, and I feel like my opponent would protect it. Yeah, so there's the protect. So doubling in on this Lele is the better play here. And then what we can do is, if that Groudon does make an appearance in, we get the Reshiram the next turn. There's no chance of us being faked out. If the Groudon does come in, then we can bring Kyogre in, get rid of the Reshiram, and I think we'll lock the Weather Wall. Yeah, so Groudon going to come in, maintain that sun damage. I might just get some damage onto Groudon, to be fair. With the Flare Blades. Or I could just knock it off. What's better? Knocking it off? How many turns of Trick Room have we got left? 2, so not many. Might be better knocking off the Groudon to get rid of the Life Orb. Yeah, I hope that's the right decision, because now we lock the Weather Wall, but we're probably going to be down to just Kyogre with one turn of Trick Room left. Groudon might miss. No chance. So we'll lose both here, but I mean, it gives Kyogre a better chance. It depends what my opponent's last Pokemon is as well. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, guys. We'll see. It really will depend. It's probably something that's really good, like Zapdos. Or Kartana. Oh no! It is Kartana! Okay. I mean, we could still win this. If it's Scarf, it's not gonna be Scarf because the Lele was Scarfed. It's probably, it's gonna be a Soul Fest, isn't it? Oh yeah, I think we lose this one. I think we lose it. Yeah, Groudon protecting. Oh, okay, we definitely lose. Yeah, like there's no way we can. I don't think we can come back from this, unless the Kartana's not sashed. And then we can take a Leaf Blade, a procs our Berry, and then we can knock it out with Origin Pulse. So we can take the Leaf Blade, proc our Berry. Here we go. No chance. So, very good game to my opponent. Unfortunate loss for us today. I feel like this team struggles a little bit against Scarf Tapu Lele. Maybe we could have brought a Stack Attacker. This is something I'd like to raise with Will, and I'm sure Will comment on this video to let me know what would have been the better strategy there going in with. But with not having the Protect on Palkia, it feels a little bit like sometimes you can't get the positioning, sometimes with the Palkia to get that Trick Room up safely without taking so much damage. But never mind, it was a fun match nevertheless, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll wrap this one up. Do leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's episode, and we'll be back with another episode very soon. So until then, thank you so much, and bye bye.